If Dax is third in line for the throne, what's she doing with the Sentinels?
I abhor gossip, but her family forced her to join. Something about learning discipline?
Good training for a future Empress.
Yes, well, she could be a little more diligent in her lessons, but all the more reason she'll need someone reliable at her side.
And you're volunteering.
I made the journey in person to show commitment. I hope she appreciates my sacrifice.
I'm sure you'll be, duly rewarded.
I better. None of her other suitors braved this backwater.
Yes, you are very brave.
Sarcasm. How very lower class. Good day to you.
Bit of a dry spell for contracts. I'm sure the bodies will be out there again soon. Ah, paperwork. My nemesis strikes again.
Hey, does this look like it's infected? Hey, pal. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Neeson.
I'm glad you bumped into me because I want to give you a heads up on Sentinel Bryn.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather not.
Then maybe I could tag along with you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. We should be getting back to work. See you later, Lancer.
I keep thinking about the luminary in the agent's report. Ski loss?
Why isn't there more of them? If every swarm was led by an Iskari in a tank, we'd know about it.
It was an unusually large swarm. It could be tied to the population size.
Interesting theory. Doubt Corvus will let us test it by letting the swarm grow.
You'd have trouble convincing the Academy, much less Corvus.
If you're looking for stuff, you should shop here. Jack's been a busy one. Shipper Relics are playing havoc with the suit. I'll have to add a few.
Freelancer, patching in Sentinel Dax.
Dax, hope I haven't kept you waiting.
Yeah, about that. I'm not gonna make it. Rule buried me under a mountain of paperwork.
Should I turn around?
No, I can walk you through it from here. There's a camp nearby. Head to it.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Please don't call me that.
So, exactly how did you end up in Fort Tarsus?
One of my suitors claimed he was a better shot than me. I proved him wrong.
How?
In a duel, obviously.
You shot him?
Barely grazed his shoulder. He was a total baby about it. Long gone. Dead end or new lead?
Dax, little direction, please.
Oh, sorry. Thinking. See if you can get the power back on. It'll be easier to search the camp. There! The generator. That should get the camp back up and running.
You know, Chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook doesn't mention generators.
Well, Chapter 2 has entire pages on the subject. Power restored.
Nice. Look around, see if they left something behind.
They?
Yep. A member of your team found an archive.
Is that what we're looking for?
It could be. Won't know until I see what's on it.
Faye, can you process the data?
I've never seen an archive so disorganized. This might take a while.
Hey, are those eggs moving?
Oh, crap. Faye, process faster.
It doesn't work like that. Freelancer, I can only do this when you're in range.
I know I make this look easy, but it's really not.
I can only do this when you're in range. Sending analysis to Sentinel DAX. We should secure the area before moving on.
Yes, this is great. This is...
Oh?
Not what I'm looking for. But it's okay. I know where to go next.
I'm all ears.
The archive was transmitting a signal nearby. That must be the place.
Freelancer, picking up radio chatter.
Tarsus! It's around here. Your ass is in here. Zane, you're breaking up. Sounds like trouble. He's a big boy. He can take care of it.
Outlaw mentality right there.
Outlaws? Beautiful. This is the place.
I don't know. Sounds like they're having trouble.
They're idiots, and not our problem. The signal's inside.
But I thought you said... Wait, aren't we looking for outlaws?
No, we're looking for a cipher link. Didn't I tell you?
No.
Oh, no wonder you were confused. I told you the signal's inside.
Yes, because your directions have been flawless. I thought we were trying to solve the mystery of people vanishing in the Emerald Abyss.
We are.
Then why am I in a creepy cave looking for a cipher link?
Because the signal directed us here, and...
No, I mean, how is this link connected to the Emerald Abyss?
Oh, it has intel on it.
Oh, what intel?
Important intel.
Dax!
Look, if I had all the answers, it wouldn't be a mystery.
Damn it! Where the hell are they?
Oh, that's what's been troubling the outlaws. Ursics. Pretty nasty.
Closing in on the signal?
I think so. It's on the move. Do you think? Is it possible the Ursics ate the link?
I swear to God, if I have to dig through poop...
Okay, number one, feces is the professional term. And number two, I said it's moving. What kind of weird shit do you have? The belly of the beast.
Please, Dax.
Sorry, couldn't resist. on your 6. Get it? Her 6? Your 6?
Hilarious.
Signal's pointing to her, by the way.
Ah, of course it is.
Feces.
Lucky me.
I can't help you if you're gonna be picky.
I'll analyze the link's intel and send it to Dax.
Beautiful. We can discuss back at Fort Tarsus.
Freelancer, I sent the link's intel to Dax. She's waiting for you at her apartment.
The entire site was overrun. That's when the relic went volatile.
What happened?
Freelancer Wraith. Heard about her from a friend. Saved the whole expedition. The information I collected will keep me busy for months.
Plus, you're alive.
That too.
Hi there, Mom.
Sorry. Feeling a little tired today. Insomnia. I thought it would get better with you back, but I didn't sleep a wink.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Kyla.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
The Anthem can work miracles, I guess. It's pure creation. Somehow it watched out for me.
That's what it does. It must have heard all my prayers. So what did you see out there in the world?
I met people who need a little help. Got lost along the way. I'd stopped to talk to them.
I knew I'd raised you right. You see someone in pain, maybe sad or down on their luck, and you lend them a hand.
I'm doing what I can.
Though it seems like you put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I was busy being a freelancer, fighting the Dominion, saving people. Time flew. I didn't realize it.
Did you ask for a raise? That's too much for one freelancer. You could have been hurt.
Well, I'm careful.
I was thinking you'd gotten married, settled down. Didn't want them to meet your crazy mother, though I hoped you would someday. But when you got hurt...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The Anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
I have some work I need help with. If you recommend Rife.
Absolutely. She saved my life out there.
Great. I'll draw up a contract.
So did you hear anything about that guy and the thing? Hey! I learned something about a certain someone that I believe may be of interest to you.
I doubt it.
Yeah, right. Brace yourself, because this is gonna hit you pretty hard. Sentinel Dax is actually a princess.
Everyone in the fort knows that.
Really?
Yes, it's common knowledge.
Oh, well, it's still pretty interesting though, right?
It was the first 50 times I heard it.
Okay, I hear you. But you're still gonna come to me for all your inside information, right?
I never did.
So, nothing's changed with us?
No.
Whew. Good, okay, so... Hey, do you want to go for a bite or something?
Nope.
I get it. Next time, I swear I'm gonna be a better friend. I will always be your friend.
Okay, please don't hate me, but that link, the one you...
Got elbow deep in her 6'4"?
More like wrist deep, but yeah. It didn't have all the intel I needed.
Again? But you said...
I know. I messed up. Remember my aunt's journal?
The one that proves there's a connection between the Heart of Rage and the Emerald Abyss?
Yeah. It was stolen.
What? When?
Like, 2 months ago?
Why didn't you say so?
Because I thought we could steal the information back without facing the thieves head on.
The outlaws in the cave. They're the ones who took the journal.
Sort of. They work for the guy who took it. A jerk named Talon.
How did this happen?
Minor details. What's done is done. We just gotta keep moving forward.
Okay. What's our next move?
We ambush Talon and steal back the journal.
And you'll show up this time?
You make me sound so flaky. Of course I'll be there.
Is this your work?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I scraped that together with what I remembered from my aunt's research. It charts the routes of the caravans that vanished in the Emerald Abyss.
This is really good, Dax.
You don't have to sound so surprised. Aunt Cordea taught me a thing or two before she disappeared.
Gotta say, you seem a much better cartographer than Sentinel.
Hey, I'd be a great sentinel if the commander would let me stretch my wings.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her. A lot.
So, what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
I don't know. I'd find out what's inside the package before taking it.
That's what I was thinking. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here.
Paperwork. My nemesis strikes again.
What do you think Maxine will call the place?
It's been months. I don't think she's naming it.
She has to, doesn't she? What are we gonna put on the sign?
Nothing. We're the only bar in Fort Tarsis. Nobody's confusing us with the sundry store.
I might.
Antium's elite lancers answer to no one except the Emperor himself. Between the dark of night and the light of day stands the Dawn Guard. Last time, we left Alhazan trying to save the wounded walker from the Arcanist laboratory and the Anzu horde. While in the depths, Easley and Hawking tried to stop a cataclysm despite the chimera it unleashed. The cataclysm is growing, Easley. More of those things are coming through.
Hawking, the faster you silence it, the safer we'll all be.
Go. Warn the others. I'll deal with the relic.
What? That's crazy. You can't do this alone.
I'm not. Make sure Walker and Alhazen aren't either. If we make it out of this, Walker, we're definitely getting you a lighter javelin.
We aren't getting out, Alhazan. You are. I'm not leading my whole team to their deaths. I won't.
You said it yourself. We don't get to die today.
I was wrong. It's here.
Caught between a cataclysm and a chimera? Will anyone make it out alive? Find out next time on Dawn Guard.
Hey, Alec.
You know, people always tell me, Alec, your good looks and charm, you could be a governor or something.
Which people?
You know, people. And I say, no thanks. A governor doesn't get their hands dirty figuring out how the world works. Freelancers do. Don't ever forget that.
It's one of the things I like about this job.
Like my old Javelin I'm fixing up. The seal, the gateway, they're all part of a finely crafted machine. Tune it properly, and you can fly. Forget to oil a gear, and it's just a hunk of metal.
What about the world?
Just a fancy machine. They think there's more to it. The Anthem and all that energy of creation. I think the Shapers like to tinker. That's what the Relics are for. Gears to make the world run.
Hopefully the Shapers' plans were to make things run better.
I think it works both ways.
How so?
Well, the mechanic in me sees a world tuned for both life and death. Both can be a bitch. Though, the Shapers nailed the waterfalls.
I figured you'd hate the Shapers. Hard to rage and all.
I got enough problems. I don't want to hate the whole damn world, too. Figured being a freelancer is a way to prove otherwise.
You should have been an Arcanist.
Huh, right. Because the answer to the world is in some book? I don't think so. A lot more fun tricking around the jungle in a metal suit, scaring the crap out of grabbits.
One, Shaper relics are playing havoc with his suit. I'll have to add more shielding.
Sentinel patrol went missing. I need you to find them.
Heading over there.
Scorpions are all over the place. Can you help out those sentinels?
That was rough. Thanks for answering the call, Freelancer.
I didn't think any backup was coming. I owe you, Freelancer. Scorpions are all dead.
That wasn't the end of it. Another Sentinel patrol's under attack. Head to their location and see what's happening.
Can do.
Sentinels are fighting scars and turrets. Good luck. Shows its face. There's something else. There's more Sentinels in your area under attack. We need help.
On it.
Should have known it was a Dominion. Help the Sentinels take them out. New enemy A minion officer just arrived. They'll be harder to take down. Yes! Minion officer down. Good work out there. On behalf of the Sentinels, thanks, freelancer.
Hey, Mom.
Hello. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
It's the strangest thing. The vase was gone. Someone must have stolen it.
I'm sure it will turn up.
I hope so. As your father. It's all I have left of him. And yet,
Something wrong?
remembering your dad, something about all this doesn't feel right.
This may sound weird, but I need you to trust me. This could be a good sign.
That I have a knack for losing stuff.
That you're realizing, well, what you thought was true isn't.
A vase?
Why is it so important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
A broken heart. Losing you.
But what does that mean?
What do you think? You were our son. That day when you... No, please.
This is important. How did you lose me?
There's a memory. You were hurt.
I know it hurts, but I think you're in denial. Remembering what really happened could help.
I don't know if I can do this.
You can. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Freemark was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a Javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you
can do this.
You died. My brave little boy. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer. Fall in love. Become a man. But you never did. Because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
You don't even have to ask. It was never your fault.
I've wanted so badly to say I'm sorry. But you were gone.
I forgive you.
That That means more than you can know.
I have a pretty good idea.
Your father. He died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Either of you. But how can this be? How are you here, all grown up? Can the Anthem really do that? Kyla, what's happening?
I'm not Kyler. You thought I was. I'm just a freelancer who reminds you of him.
A freelancer? But you said that Dad would want us to spread his ashes together? The Anthem worked a miracle. It saved you. None of that was true.
No, but I didn't want to hurt you. You were clinging to hope. It seemed like you wanted to believe it.
This is all so overwhelming. I don't blame you. But with everything you said, I really thought you were Kyla.
I didn't mean to lead you on.
No, I understand. It's just... when hope suddenly evaporates, there's a... hole. It will take some time to figure all this out.
Of course. Be well.
You see the new market stall? I don't think so. It's great. A few new ones have opened.
The market was looking pretty empty not too long ago.
Business is improving then.
Hopefully.
What happened to that cipher?
Which one?
The real chatty guy. Fast talker. You know.
Oh, right. What was his name? Owen? Yeah, haven't seen him lately.
Hi, Bryn. How are you holding up?
Freelancer. Good. You remember that sixth missing sentinel? The one we couldn't find in the mines? I've discovered a weak signal. Very weak, but it could be him.
I'll track him down for you.
With earlier losses, we're short-handed and... Oh, thank you. The sentinels appreciate... I appreciate it.
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy. Who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
That's a good thing about living on the edge of nowhere. You can leave your past behind.
I told Leighton that. He says it depends on what you've done.
Such as?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
Whatever he did, I still think he deserves another chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Not everyone would.
Was there a price for his second chance?
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No. But he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
Byzantium, an important meeting is taking place in the Imperial Palace. Cypherada, thank you for coming.
I'm honored, Your Majesty. Your message said you had a task for me.
Corvus believes you are the best cipher in Anthem, that you can locate a complete stranger using their link alone. Tell me, have you ever worked with freelancers?
Walker? Alhazen, where are you? What's happened to the Anzu?
Easily. The Chimera! Stay back! Anything it hits turns to stone!
Where's Walker?
She's hurt bad. We have to get her out of here. Where's Hawking? He's not responding. Nothing works. I can't silence the relic. I'm sorry, Walker. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you are. Lancer Hawking, can you hear me?
Hello? Yes. Yes, I hear you.
I'm Rada, your new cipher. Get closer to the relic. I have an idea.
Can one cipher turn back the curse of the stone-tide Chimera? Find out next time on Dawn Guard.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said don't take it if you don't know what's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wouldn't tell me what was in it, so I didn't take it. The next morning, her door's wide open, and I see some guy with a death grip on her arm. So I walk over, just to see if everything's all right. Then the guy tells me to walk away. I thought Karila needs my help, so I say, I don't think so. That's when I notice he's holding a knife. He comes at me, and then Karila kicks him in the stomach and jumps on his back. Before I know it, she's got the knife, and he's holding his neck. He takes a couple steps and slowly sinks to the ground. Then Karila gives me a look, starts crying, and says, please help me. So now she's in my apartment with the package, and across the lane, there's a dead guy in her place.
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Okay, thanks. I owe you big time.
Get to it.
Is it just me, or do freelancers seem to have a lot of trouble keeping ciphers around?
Not just you. They go through them pretty fast.
There's a lot I could say about Owen. But I know he was your friend, and you put your faith in him, so this hurts you the most. I'm not gonna make this worse by getting angry. Won't help us. What's done is done. But I swear he'll pay. Mark my words.
You're always so cautious. Of course I'm cautious. One mistake out here and that's it. The fort is safe. Look around you. Just being practical. I get it. Oh, it's nice to see some new faces around here.
Hey, get some shots here. Jack's been a busy one. Shaper Relics are playing havoc with his suit. I'll have to add
Coming up on the Strider. Where's Dax?
Patching her through.
Dax, are you in position?
Yeah, about that.
Seriously?
I got stuck with patrol duty. I'm not a freelancer. I can't just tell the commander to shove off.
All right, just stand by for support.
Talon's a popular guy. I don't see him. These guys are all scrub league. This is all my fault.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Check the Strider. Maybe it'll have another lead. They're not random. It's a map.
What? How?
My patrol's nearby. I'll explain in person.
In person? Really?
Just bring it to me.
Here it is. Still looks like squiggles to me.
Because you're only seeing half the picture. You need a key, an overlay to show you the rest.
How do you know this?
My aunt taught me. It's an old cartographer trick to hide locations. In this case, probably town's main camp. That was where the journal would be.
How do we get the overlay?
Best guess, another Strider.
How many Striders does this guy have? Hey, check the routes. Is there one nearby?
There is actually. Sending it now. We found the Strider, but it's been ambushed by a Titan.
Today's not a good day for Striders.
Hey, the Titan took care of the hard part. Now, you just gotta find a way inside without it killing you.
That's always the road.
Cargo door won't punch. Battery's fried. Check the wreckage for a replacement. Maybe take out the Titan first. Just a thought. good feeling.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Okay, we replaced the battery.
It's still not working.
Power flow needs a full reset. Titan really did a number on her when it attacked. That did it. Door should open now.
Yes, okay. Get the overlay.
We found another scroll. Putting the images together. Well, what do you know? Dax was right.
If it happens again, she'll catch up with a broken clock.
Hey, I can hear you.
Marking Talon's base.
Got it. On my way.
Let's see who gets there first.
Put out your patrol.
They'll be fine.
We're approaching the camp.
Dax, where are you?
Beating her ass there.
Just don't start without me.
Look who decided to show up!
A sore winner. Never would have guessed. Where's Talon?
Coward barricaded himself inside.
We'll have to take out the camp's defenses to reach him. Focus on the turrets.
Dax, you okay?
This thing was built to take a few hits, right? See that? I'm so badass.
Watch your six.
You mean her six?
Don't tell me that's Talon.
No, just a worm. He won't be a problem.
How did you?
Come on, let's finish this.